All right, I can see a couple of people joining. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. We're going to give everybody a couple of minutes for people to dial in. So sit tight and we will start in 1 or 2 minutes. So see you soon. All right, I see more people joining. So for those that are joining right now, welcome again to the webinar. We are about to start in probably 1 minute. I'm just giving a couple of minutes for people to dial in. So sit tight and enjoy this couple of minutes before we kick off. All right, let's get straight into it. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to our webinar and get ready to discover the game-changing power of Pipefy AI. The video you just saw was just a sneak peek, and now we're gonna diving into its capabilities and this launch we're very proud to announce. I am Leonardo, the Executive Director of Go-to-Market here at Pipefy, and we are very excited about this event and to talk more about the new era of process efficiency. Before we start, I wanted to go over some housekeeping items. First thing is, if you have any questions at any time during the session, please use the Q&A function in your Zoom navigation bar, which should be down below your screen to submit your questions. We will try to get to as many as we can at the end of this session. We do have a spot for Q&A.
Hi, everyone. I think we might have lost. Oh, he's back. Leo, you just stopped there for a minute. Can you hear us okay? Guys, everyone, I will just give him 1 second to see if he can dial back in. If not, I'll just do my best to cover this webinar. He has some very good content to share, all right? So Nice meeting you all. My name is Fernanda. I'm a global product trainer here at Pipefy. So let's just see if Leo is back. Is he?
I'm back. Yeah,
all right,
sorry.
Good. That's all right.
All right, sorry for this. As I was saying, we could kick off this webinar by talking about how transformative the power of AI is and the impact that is bringing not only to businesses, but also to the global economy, right? This is probably one of the charts you're all seeing often and often, especially as we talk about AI. Or I could be talking about how AI has been adopted throughout the businesses. But again, if I was going to talk about that, this is probably something you already know. And if you're here today, you're probably using or interested in using AI, and therefore we're represented on this chart. Finally, I could be diving deeper into the rapid evolution of Gen AI. I could be touching on ChatGPT and how AI is becoming a part of our everyday lives. But like I said before, if you're here today, it's because you already recognize the profound impact that AI is having and bringing to our day-to-day lives. Again, not only into our corporate world, but also in the society as a whole. So let me share something you probably are not aware of. Whether you're implementing AI in your company or you're just starting to explore its potential, here's a surprising fact. Only 52% or only 48% of AI projects make into production, meaning more than half of all AI projects never make into production. And here's another one. For those that make into production, it typically takes around 8 months for an AI project to move from prototype into production. So again, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of buzz around AI, but the fact is there's a lot of companies that are failing in deploying these projects, and the ones that are being able to do it are taking a long time to do so. So when we think about the hype cycle from Gartner, Gen AI just reached this peak around inflated expectation. And what we're starting to see is
like you can see in the chat, it wouldn't, sorry. I was just going to mention that it wouldn't be a webinar without some technical difficulties. You paused there for a second, Leo, but I think you're back.
All right. You shouldn't have any more problems. And I apologize for this. Switched my network. So let me know if it happens again. And I'm sorry again. What I was mentioning is that what we are here today to demonstrate is that with Pipefy AI, you don't have to be part of neither this 52% that fail, nor do you need to spend 8 months to see your AI project come to life. But before I talk about how Pipefy AI makes this possible, I wanted to take a step back and ground ourselves in the golden circle to understand why this frustration is happening. By now, you already know what Gen AI is, and you probably have a good idea of why it's important. The gap that needs bridging right now is the how. This is where tech providers, this is where tech teams are failing to cover. Everyone is likely using ChatGPT and similar tools in your personal lives, asking questions, generating images, analyzing data, or even creating music. But very few companies and very few professionals have figured out how to effectively bring this into their corporate environments, into their day-to-days, in a way that is not just cool, but practical and that actually delivers real value. And a couple of reasons for that are around the complexity of integrating AI into existing workflows and the need for more intuitive and more user-friendly interfaces that are easy to navigate and that flatten the learning curves around this technology. And this connects directly with Pipefy's value proposition, which is being an easy and fast solution that empowers doers to create, automate, and optimize their processes using no code. If we think about the evolution of application development, we start with traditional coding, which depends on professional developers, consultants, and highly specialized knowledge. Then we move into low code, which came to accelerate professional developers work with reusable components, a few drag and dropping possibilities, but it was still highly concentrated in IT orgs and somewhat technical developers. Next, we have no code, which has always been our focus, enabling users to primarily create processes with a drag and drop interface, tapping into a new population, or what we call citizen developers, and further increasing the speed and ease of digital transformation. And now with Gen AI, what we are seeing is this landscape being completely transformed, including our platform, Pipefy BPA platform. What we are seeing is that what was easy has become even easier. With Pipefy AI, you don't need to code or even drag and drop elements anymore. You simply write what you need in a prompt, and it's simple as that. You're just one prompt away from transforming your processes. I guess you're probably doubting that for now. So let me show you 2 examples of customers who have already tested and achieved incredible results with Pipefy AI before we go into the technology behind it and how it works with our team. So the first use case I wanted to bring is a new university that optimized its help desk process, which involved handling various tickets and cases from different areas. So originally, employees would manually review each student request, screening what was most critical and providing solutions. So imagine that that with just one prompt, response times for complaints and suggestions were reduced by 30%, with comments being actually and automatically analyzed and classified by criticality level, by needs, and as soon as they were submitted. This is what happened, and it led to an increased operational efficiency and continuous improvement of services, resulting in much higher customer satisfaction from these students. And this is how they did it, leveraging our AI automation, our new intelligent automation. This is how they did it. Just asking AI to analyze each case or each request, assigning a level of criticality, and then summarizing what happened, and already proposing a solution or generating an answer for this student. Again, think about this. What would you do if you had 30% more time to dedicate to more strategic activities in your workday, or to improve your processes in your day-to-day lives? So now let's see another example. And this one is from a telecommunications company with a back office process for child care assistant reimbursement. So basically, we're talking about employee expense reimbursement. These requests are made monthly, one per employee's dependent, and they average 3,500 requests a month. This entire process before required 38 people, and it averaged 5 business days to be completed end to end. And with just 2 prompts, which I'm going to show later, the average processing time per request, per reimbursement request, dropped from 5 business days to just 1 minute. Again, we're talking a lot of different unstructured data, a lot of different and complex approvals now being completely automated. Of course, having human in the loop just to sanity check the information and confirm what was there. But we're talking about going from 5 business days to just 1 minute. And more than that, we're talking about going from 38 people involved in the processing of this request to only 5. Again, it's no coincidence that this event is called the new era of efficiency. This is how they did it. So one prompt asking AI to go over each one of the files, reimbursement invoices and receipts, classify the information, so on and so forth, consult policies, and etc. And the second one to analyze past reimbursement processes to check if there wasn't double requests, and use this as a trigger to automatically approve or deny this request. So I invite you once again, with this kind of time savings, what new initiatives could you focus on? What would you do to redefine your team's productivity? This is the new era of efficiency, and this is powered by Pipefy AI, and it's just a prompt away. We are making the hard work for you so you effortlessly adopt AI where it matters. This is how we do it, by harnessing advanced LLMs and combining with your unique and proprietary processes, data, and expertise. We've integrated this intelligence seamlessly into our platform, which is built on top of 3 million 3 million. Is this working for you guys? Did it fail?
It's working perfectly.
Yeah, my bad.
We can see it.
Great. So again, we've integrated advanced LLMs combined with your know-how and expertise and integrated all of this into our platform. Right now, as of now, we have 3 million workflows managed in our platform already in production. And by leveraging our technology and our process expertise, we are taking our proven success to the next level. So this isn't just a new feature, it's an evolution of what we already do best. The same powerful platform now supercharged with enhanced capabilities. With this new product add-on, we're further strengthening our value propositioning, enabling doers around the world to effortless build, optimize, and automate and manage their processes, all through the simplicity of natural language. So things like this, create a process, analyze a process, answer these questions, are all things that are possible right now due to or powered by Pipefy AI. So I know you're probably anxious to see all of that into practice. So let me just introduce our capabilities so we can later demonstrate. So let's explore the capabilities of Pipefy AI and see what it can do for you so far, right? We do have a long roadmap of things we want to deliver, but here's what Pipefy AI is and all the 3 products that this suite is comprised of. The first one is AI automation, prompt-based automation engine that expand our already well-used automation capabilities, allowing you to automate processes no matter how complex they are. The second one is the AI Copilot, being the best friend for both citizen developers to create and deploy new processes, but also to process managers so they can analyze their processes, identify bottlenecks, and again, improve on top of that. Finally, we have AI Agent that lets you intelligently answer questions, streamline intake, and delight your customers and employees with an agent that goes way beyond chatbots. So here's what it can do for you. So AI automation will let you read, interpret, summarize documents, images, compare information, perform calculations, and generate responses. So at the end of the day, we're talking about reducing manual work and eliminating up to 80% of all manual and repetitive non-added value activities. This is already available to all customers, and you can find it in your automation engine. The second capability that we have is the AI Copilot. Again, you can build, analyze, and strategize your workflow all within a single solution. So with that, you can make questions to understand what are your bottlenecks, what are your top SLA offenders, what are the ticket distribution by agents, so on and so forth. So get insights at a very easy way at your fingertips, but also you can accelerate time to value. This Copilot lets you leverage our expertise to design and prototype processes in a matter of minutes. You just type what you need, and Pipefy will create this process for you. Finally, we have our AI agent that lets you streamline intake and request management and respond to common questions. So it's just like you're building your own GPT. So just follow our step by step. You upload your policies and documents that you want Pipefy AI to consult. And with that, you can deploy Pipefy agents in Pipefy portals, in Microsoft Teams, and in Slack channels. With this, again, you will spend less time on repetitive questions from your customers, from your employees, from your vendors, and from your partners, and boost customer experience. I hate to see chatbots that are like, what is your problem? Answer 1, 2, or 3, right? As soon as I see this, I say like, I'm not gonna have my problem solved. And this is what we're solving here. You can just type your problem, and Pipefy will consult policies and provide you the next step, allowing you to create tickets or to consult status from previous tickets you have submitted. Both agents and copilots are in beta phases right now. Automation is, again, available to everybody. Betas, copilots, you can already find it within your org home or within your pipes, so you can start testing right away. Finally, agents is in closed beta. If you're interested in testing this functionality, just raise your hand to our team, and we'll invite you to our beta program. All right, enough talking. It's showtime. And to showcase the power of Pipefy AI, I'd like to invite Fernanda, our global product trainer, which you already know, given my instabilities here, to lead us through a product demonstration. Fernanda, welcome again. Thank you for the help prior to this. And the stage is yours. So please delight us with your product demonstration.
Thank you so much, Leo. That's what we're here for, guys. So let me share my screen so that I can amaze you all with Pipefy AI. All right, everyone. It's so nice having you all here today. Thank you for joining us. So my name is Fernanda, and I'd like to invite you to come along with me on a little adventure into the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. So everyone will be portraying 3 characters today. All right, we're going to show different perspectives of responsibilities, solutions, and product features. So one of the hats that we'll be putting on will be of Willy Wonka, the company's super admin. Now, Willy has come to realize that he has a gap in his processes, right? So he's receiving some visitations at the factory, and he understands that the customers may have questions or complaints regarding his products. He would also like to have easily received insights into these requests, but at the moment, he doesn't have a channel in which they can communicate these messages. We'll also be portraying Oompa Loompa. He's the company member, right? Now, Oompa Loompa has a different issue. He has so many responsibilities in the factory and only so much time to finish all of his tasks. Now, can you imagine his surprise when his leader, Willy, told him he would be the one handling this new process? Oompa didn't have much of a choice, right? But he did have access to a very interesting tool that could help him save time and resources in this process so that it would still be run effectively and he could also focus on other activities. And last, but certainly not least, we'll be playing Charlie Bucket. He is our loyal customer. Now, Charlie is a very sweet boy who just visited the factory and he bought his very first chocolate bar. So Charlie's family is quite humble. So when he found $10 in the street, he bought that special chocolate bar with the intention of splitting it among his family so that everyone could enjoy it. Now, he was very disappointed when he saw that the chocolate bar was completely broken and shattered as soon as he opened it. So he was looking for a way to file a complaint to the chocolate factory. That was a little insight into what our characters are going through. Now we're going to put ourselves in their shoes, and we're going to start with Willy. All right, so he just logged into the organization's homepage and he discovered that he can use artificial intelligence to create a brand new process. All right, so he's just going to click in this button here. And of course, we do have some suggestions by our AI Copilot builder, but in this case, it's very specific, right? So Wonka is just going to type out what he needs. So in this case, he wants to create a chocolate factory support process, all right, in which customers can submit their dissatisfaction with the chocolate bars, all right? So this is the only detail that he will give here to our builder. So let's see. Now we can already see that we have some suggested phases for this process, some suggested start form fields, and even some suggested labels, right? Now the AI is just asking if we would like to go on or if we want to make any changes. In this case, Willy Wonka doesn't want the word complaint in a phase name, right? Just doesn't give the right vibe. So he's just looking for other suggestions. Now, in this case, the Copilot Builder just suggested new submission as the new phase name. Now, I think that's perfect, but Willy Wonka also wants to change the final phase name. Instead of closed, he just wants to change to archived. But then the AI can already create the pipe. Please and thank you. Let's always remember to use that even though we're talking to the AI, all right? So now it will just take a few seconds while the AI creates the pipe, and it will also create some phase fields, right? So we have the start form field suggestions, and once the pipe is created, we'll also have the phase fields. And there you go. We already have this button here right below the message in which we can access the pipe, all right? Now, the AI also asked, would you like to create sample cards for this new pipe? In this case, not the priority, right? So not at the moment, thank you very much, but it is a good practice for those who are creating new processes, okay? So there you go. Remember, you can use this AI Copilot Builder to create any processes that a company needs based on your own instructions or leaving it to the AI suggestions. So I'm pretty sure that Willy Wonka here will create pipes for Oompa Loompas travel reimbursement or vacation requests soon enough. Now we're moving on to Charlie. So remember, Charlie is very upset with the broken chocolate bar and he needs to provide a sweet treat for his family. So let's not judge his short fuse here while he submits his complaint. So we have here a public form, right? And Charlie will just add the contact info and the reason for his ticket, right? Which in this case is the issue with the chocolate bar. Then we can see that a describe the issue field appeared. So this is where Charlie is going to type out his actual issue and what is happening, right? So again, he's a little upset. So this is completely unacceptable. His chocolate bar was broken before he even opened it, right? So again, he didn't get the chance to split it evenly among his family, which was his ultimate goal with the product, right? He knows that Willy will be reading and that Oompa Loompas will be the one fixing the issue. So your Oompa Loompas need to address this problem now. He really doesn't want to hear any excuses. In fact, he simply wants a new chocolate bar. Now, this is where the magic starts to happen with the AI automation, right? So Charlie is going to upload an evidence of this issue. So this is the broken chocolate bar, all right? So he's just uploading it here. We'll just take a few seconds and we can see here that it's basically all that he needs, all right? And of course, he will submit this form with his email just so he can keep track of what is happening with his request, all right? So that's all good for Charlie's part of the process. I mean, can you believe that Pipefy AI will be able actually to read that image that Charlie just sent and identify that the chocolate is indeed broken and needs to be replaced? We'll see it for ourselves soon enough, but it's important for me to mention that the AI can read images or documents, right? So the AI can identify damaged equipment that an Oompa Loompa wrecked in the factory, for example. It can determine if someone has sent a false document or if the budget is correct through a picture of a receipt for new chocolate ingredients, right? So the possibilities are endless. Overall, it was a tough day for Charlie, but it is an excellent day for Oompa Loompa, because he already discovered that way to save time and energy throughout this support process. So let's see here. This is the first time Oompa Loompa is accessing the process after Charlie created the card, all right? So 0 minutes have gone by. So we can see here that the phase fields here have already been filled out. So indeed, the evidence portrays an issue with the product. Oompa Loompa has been assigned as the main assignee. The priority has been established as high. The due date is set for tomorrow, in this case, August 15th. And we have here a suggestion of first response, right? So this is just a 3-paragraph suggestion of a response to our customer, letting them know that we're taking care of this ticket, right? So now we can just move this card here to the next phase in under review, and we'll get to see actually what happened, all right? So we're going on automation, and I would like to highlight the fact that all of this just happened with simply one automation. So this is the only one that I have created here, right? So we use a fairly simple trigger. So basically when a card is created, but we use the magic of generate with AI. So we have written a prompt here, just telling Pipefy AI what to do. All right. So basically, you are a support analyst analyzing this customer's complaint based on a few descriptions. So we use here some dynamic fields based on what is being filled out in each card. So AI will analyze this and basically do what we tell them to do. In this case, based on the evidence, they will determine if the product shown is indeed a chocolate bar, and in this case, if it is indeed ruined in some way. So if it's not a chocolate bar, then we need to contact the customer, just letting them know that they probably uploaded the wrong picture. If it is a chocolate bar, but we cannot find what is wrong with it, then in this case, we also return to the customer asking them, like, what is the issue? We need another picture. If it is indeed a ruined chocolate bar, then we do need to replace it, right? And the last paragraph here, we just ask them to analyze the tone of the message to actually evaluate the emotions of our customer. So if the tone is more rude and conveys a sense of immediate action, of urgency, then we need to establish the priority as high. We need to have Oompa Loompa as the main assignee. And for example, we need the due date to be tomorrow, right? And again, if, the tone of the message is a little more polite, a little more calm, doesn't convey a sense of urgency, then the priority can be a little lower. The assignee can be different. The due date can be for a couple of days, right? So this is all based on our own rules. And we finish this prompt asking the AI to write a suggestion of a 3-paragraph response to this customer, again, letting them know that we're taking care of it. And after the prompt, we simply need to select the fields to return the results. So this is basically what we have written in the instructions. So we have the assignee, the priority, the due date, the suggestion of first response, and if the evidence does portray an issue with the product. So we just need to save an automation and let the magic work. All right? So this is basically what happened. And again, this is just one incredible and thorough example of what AI automation can do. But like I said, the world is your limit when it comes to this feature. Basically, Oompa just realized that he needs to review every process that he manages because he can use the AI to help him accomplish multiple tasks and work more efficiently. All right? Now we're going back to Charlie because he needs an update regarding this request sooner than the chocolate factory staff has been able to respond. But no worries, he can just access the Wonka portal and ask their AI agent. So we have here a portal and Charlie will simply select the AI button here, right? So in this case, he just wants to know the status of his complaint, all right? And we can see here that the AI agent asked for his name. Like Leo said, we can configure our AI agent to ask for what kind of information the requester needs to provide so that the agent can process which card they are talking about, all right? In this case, simply the name, right? So just my name is Charlie Bucket. And now we can see that his complaint is under review and the due date is set for tomorrow. Again, we can configure the AI agent to provide the information that we want. In this case, Willy Wonka just wants Charlie to know the date and the current phase, all right? But that's enough for Charlie. So again, that's just one of the many questions that we can ask. And in this case, Charlie opened the chat through a company portal, but it is also available in Pipefy's new portal or through Slack or Microsoft Teams as well, all right? Now, to end our adventure, I will be putting on Willy Wonka's hat once again, because he needs to know if the support process is running smoothly and how he can identify the gaps, all right? So let's see here. We're back in the process, and he's just going to click the AI button. Now here we have some suggestions of questions, right? So Willy is just going to take the second suggestion. What is the average time to finish a card? We can see here that in a matter of a few seconds, we have approximately 82 hours. Now, Willy Wonka wants to know that how long is that in minutes? He could also ask how long is that in days or months, for example. So the AI has just done the math for us, all right? And now he's just moving on to a different question. Which member is solving tickets faster? This is very important for him, right? So that he can analyze the members of his process and how efficiently they're working. So he can see here that Oompa Loompa is indeed the member who is working faster. Well done, Oompa Loompa. I'm pretty sure that the AI automation helped you with that. Now, Willy Wonka is just going to come up with a completely different question. What is the most common reason for support? This is based on the cards that have already been created, all right? So we can see here that it just takes a while to gather the data, and the most common reason is issue with the product. Now, perfect, Willy is just thanking the AI for all of the help that will definitely make Willy make smarter business choices from now on. And we can always see that the AI is being very polite as well, right? So what I also wanted to show here is that if we close this chat, the conversation won't go away. So we still have access to it. But if we do click on this refresh button here, then we lose the conversation and we need to ask the questions again. All right. So of course, results and data can be at your fingertips. So guys, thanks to Pipefy's AI features, all of our characters' issues have been solved. The AI Copilot Builder, which you can find in your organization homepage, created a process from scratch based on a simple suggestion by Willy. The AI Copilot Analytics, which you can find in each process, has delivered important data regarding Willy's processes. The AI Automation, which you can also find in each process, optimized the entire workflow and saved many hours of the Oompa workday, right, with just a detailed prompt. The AI agent, which you can customize in user settings and add to portals or external channels, has assured Charlie that his request is being reviewed with a reasonable due date. Now, that's it for today's adventure through the Chocolate Factory. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me in this demo, and I hope you all make the absolute best out of Pipefy AI. Thank you, Leo.
All right, thank you, Fer, for the incredible demonstration. Hopefully you all are now grasping what Pipefy AI can do. To wrap up this piece and move on to the last act of the of our webinar, I wanted to reinforce that we presented a demonstration of Pipefy AI and purposefully created a version of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory with characters we all know to show the full power of its functionalities and to allow you to think about the problems you face and how they could be solved with Pipefy AI. But perhaps most importantly, I wanted to reinforce that we enable all of this usage with responsible AI use in mind. We take security very seriously here at Pipefy, ensuring your data is never used for training, protecting it with strict data processing agreements or DPAs, ensuring zero data retention policies, using encryption both at rest and in transit, and complying with enterprise-grade security standards. All right. We just showed a little bit about how Pipefy AI applies in a very fantastical context, but it also demonstrated how AI can read documents, analyze sentiments, so on and so forth. This is the future, right? Or the new light bulb or the steam engine of our time. But I wanted to make an invite. If you still haven't figured out how AI can help you, especially using Pipefy, please let us know if you'd like a specialized demo or specialized walkthrough for your specific use case, and our team will get in touch with you to discuss this topic further. So if you'd like to get started, please answer the poll that is on the screen right now, and we will have someone from our team to follow up with you after the session. Okay. So let me give just a couple more seconds. Please, this is important. And again, we're gonna get in touch with you to walk you through the platform and explain how it works. And again, build up or apply AI to your process if you're already using Pipefy, or if you're not a customer yet, let's definitely work and create a POC so you can test this in a real context. All right. Okay. So thank you for those that have participated on the poll. And you're probably wondering right now, how do I start using it? How can I get my hands at Pipefy AI? What's it in for me? And well, to keep up with our Chocolate Factory example, whether you're a customer of Pipefy or not, if you're new to our platform, me and the whole Pipefy team would love to reward you with 2 golden tickets. The first one is the following. every customer and every user will get to try and use Pipefy AI already, okay? Monthly AI credits were added and are added to all of the plans from starter, from the free plan all the way to unlimited. And it can be used on a monthly basis, just like you can use automations, interfaces, API calls, so on and so forth. So this is already part of your plan. Again, take advantage of that. But here's the second golden ticket. We're giving you the opportunity to take advantage of special pricing on Pipefy AI upgrades or usage add-ons for a limited time. So please reach out to our team or contact your account manager to learn more about not only the AI applications, but these special conditions that are tied to Pipefy event, okay? Well, AI is moving fast, and Pipefy AI is moving even faster, and you don't want to miss this train, right? You should hop on this as soon as you can. Actually, I mean both to keep up with the Willy Wonka analogy. So again, hop on and make the most out of this new efficiency era. All right, as we get to the end of our session, enough with the Willy Wonka analogies. Now we're going to answer a few questions. If you haven't submitted your question yet, you can do it right now. I have answered a few of them, but again, don't be shy. Just throw them our way.
Fair. I've answered a few as well, but we have an interesting one here, Leo. How many AI credits do I have? And how can I monitor the consumption of AI credits?
All right. The number of AI credits vary by plan. You can check this on pipefy.com/AI or pipefy.com/pricing. We can share the links here. You can see how much you have depending on your plan. And this is already available on the admin panel. So org admins can check AI usage, just like automation usage, and now API calls on our administration panel. Okay.
Perfect. I also like this one. What types of manual tasks can I automate with AI automations? Is there any limit in terms of complexity?
All right, great question. So the ones we're seeing customers getting the most value is image recognition. So almost like OCR emulation to read documents, read invoices, but also we can read images, right? And describe defects, for instance, in a product return process. It can perform calculation, it can synthesize text, it can compare information. Especially when you're dealing with unstructured data, this is a good usage of Pipefy AI, especially the automations. Current limitations are we support up to 20 different attachments at each time, so no more than that. And each attachment should have, if we're talking about PDFs, up to 20 pages. We are working to increase those limits, but so far, these are the current images, the current limitations, my bad. And it can, as the output, you can fill out up to 20 different fields, right? So we're talking priorities, assignees, criticality, so on and so forth. So these are the limitations, and you can find more details on pipefy.com/AI as well.
All right, perfect. I think that's it for the questions.
All right, so we're almost at time. If you haven't raised your hand yet or answered the poll, make sure to do that now. This is probably still showing to you guys. And we'll have specific webinars moving forward by verticals, by departments throughout August and September to discuss specific use cases within each department. So if you're interested, just scan our QR code for our events schedule or go to pipefy.com/events to check the complete schedule. Again, we're going to be going over HR, finance, procurement, legal, and much more in the following weeks. One webinar a week demonstrating how Pipefy AI can improve your specific processes and within your department. Exactly at time. So for us to wrap up, I'd like to thank you all for your participation in our today's webinar. As a reminder, again, we are here to help solve any specific questions. Just let us know. If you haven't answer the poll, do so, and we'll help you to get started with Pipefy AI. We look forward to helping you reach your efficiency goals, and it was a pleasure having you guys today. Thank you again, and see you all, hopefully with more intelligent workflows in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.